Welcome back, folks. Welcome to part 4 of a rude boy moto bolts shit onto his Ducati Hypermotard 821. That there. So you'll have seen from the end of the last video I've just done the clutch cover. So this video is I'm just going to be pretty much taking parts off and replacing them with other parts, and then as in rebuilding the bike. I'll show you the parts that I'm away to put on now. Nothing much. Yeah, so carbon bits. So side covers. So these basically will replace them. Radiator covers, which is these ones, which will replace them, one at each side. Got a rear hugger, exhaust heat shield. Simple, replaces the exhaust heat shield there. Carbon hugger, which will replace the rear hugger. Now I'm not sure if I'll be putting that one on today or not, because there's a bolt there, and the other one is in there. Don't know if you can see it, it's just in there. I don't know if I'll maybe be able to get into that with a small Allen key. I think not. Possibly, I'll give it a go, but I'm not sure. If not, it'll have to wait because the wheel will have to come off. And I don't have a socket big enough for here or for there. So if I can't get in with a small Allen key, it'll have to wait. Which is not a big deal because the wheel has to come off anyway, which you will see in another video. Whenever I do it. I'm not sure, that it could be a while before that one happens. But anyway, so that's it for today. Oh, and then a couple other bits. This is pretty much the only parts I have bought new. Is CNC timing cover, the Ducati bike. So that obviously goes, that's your timing cover, replaces that one there. Just for a fancy one. You have the Ducati bike filler cup plug, filler cap for there. The Ducati bike swing arm frame caps, so basically you take out them, they're just little bolts that hold for the swing arm pivot, take them out, replace them with them. And this actually, well, I bought this came second hand as with the cover, just an oil plug, CNC racing oil plug to replace the plastic one. And got another thing in that box which I will show you later. But yeah, the only thing I might not get done today is that hugger. We will see. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get into it. Anyway, there's not much to see. It's unbolting a couple of things and bolting stuff back on. I'm not going to show you, I'm not going to video me unbolting bits off a bike and bolting them back on. I'm just going to crack on, get all these bits on, get the bike pretty much back together, and then I'll come back to you and we'll have a walk around once it's all done and you can see how it looks. Alright folks, I will see yous in a wee bit for me, in a few seconds for yous. Quick update, because if I don't, this video will be about 5 minutes long, no? Because it'll just be, alright, bolt stuff on, right, it's all bolted on, there you go. So I've bolted on, the hugger won't be getting done, I just had a quick check, tried to get in about, no, the back wheel's got to come off to get the hugger done, so that's going to have to wait. So, exhaust guard done, looking pretty damn good if I do say myself. Side gun, and look at that, I don't know if you can see that, I'm going to have to get the drill out when I want to get that off. My bloody ball head Allen key broke, and I wasn't even going that tight, but just cheap shite Allen keys. So aye, side cover done, I'll have to try and get that out somehow. Radiator covers done on both sides. Yeah, done. A little tip, because it's a Ducati and it's an L twin or V twin and it's quite vibey, Loctite everything. Loctite on everything, stop it rattling, settle bits. Don't need much, just a little dot on each bolt will do the trick. Right, anyway, back on with it. Next is, got to do the plugs, I've still not done the plugs. Get the plugs done, change the plugs, stick the tank back on, basically start rebuilding. Alright, I'll see you when it's done. Take it easy, bye bye. Quick one while I'm at it. If you're putting the Ducati bike cover on, the expansion bottle cover on the original. I was wondering, I was looking at it and there's nothing in there, see? So there's that little rubber. Take it out of the original cap and put it in this one before you put it on. That was all, just so you know. And then that should stay in there, and then screw it on like so. Job done, easy. Right, anyway, I'll crack on. Another quick one, if you're changing out these, see these? Yeah, so that's that came out of there. Just look, there's a little washer. So I'll take that, put that onto the new one before. Obviously everything's getting torqued to the correct settings. A wee bit of double Loctite and getting torqued to the correct settings. I'm not going to go through all the torque values with you. The manual, the service manual is quite easy to pick up online. You'll get everything in there if you need it. It's where I'm getting it all from. Anyway, I'm going to crack on and get this one done. Right, so CNC, little CNC racing timing cover on. Ducati bike plugs in. I might actually see if we can get plugs for these and these actually as well. You do get them, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm sure you get them. But I've not put the tank back on because one thing I forgot, and I'll do it now while the tank's off because I think it'll just be easier for access. You can do it with the tank on. Is Ohlins steering damper. You know, the Hyper has been known to shake her head a little bit, the odd tank slapper, so I picked that up from the same guy as everything else, second hand. So it's the Ohlins steering damper with the Ducati bike mounts. So I'll get that thrown on before I put the tank back on, because I think it'll just be, let's say you can do it with the tank on, but just once everything's on, I think it'll just be easier because it's there, into there and into there I need, so it'll be easier with the tank off, just a bit more access, easier access. So I will get that done. Alrighty folks, that's it, done. It's all back together. All done, all done. Well, it's not all done. I do have a few more things to do, as normal. Nothing's ever done completely. But that's it. So all the carbon bits are on, the carbon tank cover's on. Obviously, you've already seen the Brembo clutch, RCS 16, the brakes you'll have seen in part 2, the front brake in part 2, the Corsa Corta 19 RCS. What else? Yeah, carbon bits, frame the plugs, Ducati bike stuff, and rear brake, reservoir, carbon exhaust cover, guard, Ducati bike clutch cover and pressure plate, etc. Just the oil plug to put on, but I'll do that tomorrow when I put the oil in. Carbon bit. So steering damper on. I did say put the steering damper on before I put the tank back on. If you've got your tank off and you're going to put the steering damper on, wait, put your tank back on. I took it off, I put it on, and then I couldn't get the tank on because it stops you getting just the tank that little bit forward that you need just to slot it in at the back. So I had to take the bloody thing off again. No, that was a big deal, 4 bolts. So I had to take it, so yeah. So I've got one more thing, well I've still got the hugger to do, which I can't do till I take the wheel off, which I don't have sockets, believe it or not, I don't have sockets big enough. The biggest I have is a 32, and I can't remember, I think it's a 36 for that side, and I think it's even bigger, I think it's a 42 for that side, so I'll need to go have a look around some of the hardware stores tomorrow, see if I can find one. But one thing, if any of you watched the video, the sort of reveal video when I bought it, I was on about the exhaust. I didn't know if it was real or if it was fake. Well, it is, it's fake. It's fake. Yoshi don't do exhausts for this bike that I can find, so it has to be fake. So, and just the fixings, that bracket's obviously a homemade, although the welding's quite good, it's TIG welded and that, and you know, the welds are all fine, but it's still fake and that. And to be honest, on this, on the 821 and the 939, which are basically this style of bike, sorry if you hear that, it's the time of night in the village where they put blast shite over the speakers. So I hope you're hearing that in the background. So yeah, what was I saying? On the 821, the 939, I'm not keen on these exhausts anyway. I prefer the low down exhaust here on this style. I like the under seat exhausts that are on the 796 and the 1100 older versions, and on the new 950 where they're like under the seat, they come out here. But this I'm not keen on. So what I have got is from the same guy, Soupwit, I'm probably spelling it and then saying his name wrong, as it's just a slip-on, a Termi, a real one, Termi titanium slip-on, which is low mount, which will mount basically here. This will all come off, it'll mount from there to there. I think, yes, it will. But he forgot, I've just been speaking to him, he forgot the mounting bolt, and there's like a mounting bolt and everything. He forgot to pack it. He forgot to pack it when he sent the exhaust, so I've just been speaking to him. He's going to throw it in the post for me tomorrow. So if he throws it in the post tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah, Thursday tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get it Friday. And then if I can go, I'll go for a nosy tomorrow and try and find some big sockets for these wheel studs, wheel nuts, so I can get that wheel off, get the hugger done as well. And then that'll be it. That's it. Well, it's not it. In that box is something else to go on, but that will be at a later date. I'm not sure when I'll get around to doing that, at some point, and you'll just have to wait until then. Obviously I can't start it because I've still got to wait this 24 hours for this gasket sealer from the clutch cover, because even though this is part 4, I've done everything straight after part 3, so that'll be tomorrow. I can get some oil in it tomorrow and fire it up. It would have been good to get the exhaust on and fire it up and see what it sounds like. Another thing, if any of you guys out there have got the 821, the exhaust servo, the exhaust flapper servo down here. Now I've seen some folk online saying you can just unplug it and it stays open because it's normally open, and when you turn the bike on it closes and then opens as you give it throttle. But I've seen a few guys saying with the 821 you can just unplug it and it doesn't throw a code, but then I've seen a few folks saying it does. So if any of you know for sure, does it or does it not throw a code, let me know. I mean, I suppose I could just try it to unplug it, see if it throws a code. Other than that, what I might do is when I change the exhaust is get the Dremel out and just Dremel the butterfly, the screws, and remove the butterfly, so the servo's still technically there, but it's not doing anything, it's just the shaft opening and moving, just to get rid of it. Or you can get the servo eliminator thing from Heel Tech, but yeah, that's what, 100 quid, 150 quid, something like that for a little box, when I can just remove the butterfly off remove the butterfly off it and it does the same job. Anyway, that's enough for me for today. I hope you can, I hope you can hear me, these buggers blasting shite over the speakers. And there she goes, looking good. Hopefully get out for a blast on it at the weekend. I've no plans for me with the kids or the family. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. So that's going to be it for a while, I think. What I'll probably do is I'll probably do a quick video to add on to this one once I get the exhaust fitted and the hugger on. So for yous it'll be now, for me it'll be in a couple of days or whenever I get around to it, but I'll add it onto this video. So anyway, I'll see you laters now. So see you laters. Right, speak to you later. Bye bye. Hey up folks, how you doing? Next day for me. So I'm back. The bike is done. It's I've had it fired up and warmed up, no oil leaks. As you can see, a bit of condensation built up in there. That's normal once you fire it up and cool it off. Termi is on. I've still got to get the original mounting bracket, but from what I had from old exhausts, mounts and things like that here anyway, I managed to bodge something up that does the trick for the time being, just so I could get it on and it's solid. The reason I was going to wait, but I got my plate. So the bike was from Bangkok and had a Bangkok plate on it, and then when you move it, you move the bike province, you've got to get a new plate with your province. So basically I got my new plate last week. It took ages, it took months to eventually for the new plate to arrive, but I got it last week. So, but I wouldn't be able to fit it where it was. I wouldn't have been able to put it there with it because it hit the old exhaust, the fake Yoshi. So I whipped that off and, let's say, just had a rake about my boxes of shite that I've got lying about everywhere. Found that, it'll do. Let's see, the original one's been posted. He posted it today. I spoke to him this morning, he told me he posted it. So it'll come, probably not tomorrow, probably Saturday or Sunday, and I'll put it on. But anyway, that's it for this one. So there will be a part 5. I've still the hugger to do, so I'll cover that in the part 5 when I do what's in that box. I had a look about for sockets this morning at all the local sort of hardware shops, you know, basically even went to like big plant shops that fix sort of, have parts for, you know, fucking dozers and diggers and all that sort of stuff, to see if nobody had anything big enough, so I'll have to order them online. Anyway, I suppose I better fire it up. It needs a run. The battery is also on its way out, but here she goes. Cool. Right, anyway, that's it, running. I'm away to go get fuel because it is literally running on fumes. Because I've had the tank on and off a couple of times, the little bit of fuel that was in it ended up all over the bench over there. Came pouring out. So it is literally running on fumes, so I'm away to grab a jerry can and nip to the petrol station. Fill it up, then I'm going to take it home and give it a good bloody wash. It's all oily, greasy, fingerprints everywhere, and so it just needs a good going over, a good clean, and then probably tomorrow I'll take it out for a blast, go for a run tomorrow on it. Which, if I do, I will make a video. I'll get the helmet cam on and make a video. Right, anyway, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Like I say, stay tuned. Part 5 will be coming in. It'll be a couple of weeks. It's not going to be soon because I've got a few things to do and a few things I'm waiting on, blah blah. So stay tuned for that. When it does come, it'll get posted up. Thanks for watching anyway, folks. Be sure to give us a like and a subscribe if you want to. It's free after all, and it, you know, encourages me to do a bit more, make more videos and all that shit. Right, speak to you later. Take it easy. Ta-da. Bye.